Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016 Branding Solutions, and today we have Shockwave episode 4, and we go straight into the show as always with the dark matches where we have Anderson and Gallows versus the Revival, and Anderson and Gallows with the win with the Magic Killer. Apparently Carl Anderson carried the match, which is surprising considering I would have thought him and Gallows would have been level for ability in the mod anyway. We continue with Darren Young versus Devon Dudley. Devon Dudley gets the win. So. It's seeing if these two work as singles competitors. Kalisto versus Andrade Alamas. Kalisto wins with the soul. And Sin Cara's got a knock, so I can't use him. I wanted to see if Kalisto could handle it. Solo matches, and it's not a bad rating considering Andrade is only an opener. And the final match, I believe, is Zack Ryder versus Atami. Atami with the win. Needs the wins. Simple as that. I don't know what to do with Ryder, so this made most sense. We start the show. Randy Orton warning Kane about how dangerous he is, so however many monsters he wants to try and become, Randy Orton will always be the Viper. This is leading up to their Hell in a Cell at the pay-per-view. It could have been better, but I thought I'd start the show with these two because I think their storyline is actually a bit hotter on the ratings than the actual title one, so it might be wrong after a few weeks, but I feel this is best for both of them just to start the show with, and we can take one into the title picture once this is finished and leave the other one to play with somebody else. Next up we have Titus O'Neil defeating Bubba Ray with the Clash of the Titus, and Devon Dudley accidentally hit Bubba during the match, causing a distraction. This is basically leading up to what we'll see in the next match and the pay-per-view really, and that will be separating the Dudleys sadly, but I want Bully Ray or Bubba Ray as a main eventer. Simple as that. I don't think they'll be too strong for the actual tag team division, so I need to move him on to the main event. And afterwards the Dudleys cut a promo about how they're going to beat primetime players. There's a bit of tension between the two in this promo. Nakamura defeats Solomon Crow. This is just another simple match to get Nakamura over. Thought I'd see if he could handle it with Solomon Crow. It seems like he's solid enough. Not brilliant, but gets the job done. Post-match, Atami attacks Nakamura. This is a terrible rating, and I'm not sure why. They all by the gimmick for Nakamura. How is Nakamura's gimmick not good? The Briscoe brothers defeat the Young Bucks. Again, both tag teams are known for being phenomenal, so this is leading to a rematch. They've called for a rematch at No Way Out between the two because they want to know once and for all who the best team is. So we have the Briscoe brothers versus the Young Bucks. Obviously the Briscoe brothers have won that one. I could easily have the Young Bucks win that match, but we'll see where it goes. Olivia Max and Cesaro versus Bobby Roode and Austin Aries ends when Bobby Roode defeats Cesaro with a submission. This is basically to see who is going to be the main attractions out of these. And the fact that we see Oblivion Max and Cesaro have great chemistry when teaming together, at least there's always a backdoor option for these two to the tag team leagues. Warren Kavanagh lost to Murphy. This was terrible. It was basically just to try and push Murphy a little bit and get his momentum back. The ratings aren't terrible, it's just, they're both jobbers, so they don't want to see it. AJ Styles brings the crowd back by cutting a promo of CM Punk, saying how their storylines are very similar, how they've come through the indies, and now that they're at the top, they want to see who the true champion between the two of them will be. AJ Styles goes on to defeat Shelton Benjamin with the Styles Clash, and that's good chemistry, which is what I wanted. I thought they would have. Though Shelton's performance was pretty terrible. But a 64 for that is good enough. We have CM Punk versus Tyler Breeze. Again, it's CM Punk to face someone who was decent in ring, and Punk does that 67's not terrible. And main event, Alberto Del Rio defeats Randy Orton with submission. And during the match, Kane's pyro comes off and distracts Randy Orton, which leads off the Predator one a bit more as well. And post-match, Kane, Styles and Del Rio attack Orton and Punk to end the show with the heels standing tall. Let's see if this got better than I'm going to guess it got about a 74. It got a 71. It's not terrible. We'll go back to the main screen to see what news we have. Now we're back to the main screen, and I'm just going to see what Shockwave got. Got praise, which is good. There's so many retirements and stuff. He's been part of a discussion. Enormous belly, already pretty bulky. Recently seems to have been piling on the pounds at an alarming rate. That seems slightly harsh, but he hasn't really had much of a match. There isn't too much to go with him, so let's go and see what the news is first. Primo wants a push, which is fair enough, he is a tag team champion. Let's see where Primo is classed as. He has a lower mid-card. He has the mid-card title, so he can have mid-card status. His popularity has gone way up since that title win, I believe. Let's check. And started with a 30, and now he's mostly 40 across the board. 50, not Puerto Rico is going to be high rated. Not because the gimmicks ruin in Puerto Rico. The decisions we have Chris Sabin. I'm going to bring Chris Sabin in to Shockwave as well as a mid-carder. Either side of his face or heel. What is here? As we saw, Jake Evans came up as somebody worth having a look at. I'll bring him in as a lower mid-card and decide which show first for him. And the same with TJ Perkins, which I think I may actually put on Raw. And he's going to start as a mid-carder. I don't know. You can see I'm looking at Sanjay Dutt, Rocky Romero, BJ Black, and Matt Sydal. They're all the big names that people already know. So I'll sort out that in the next episode, or for the next episode. 81 for the tag title. For the world title even, which is brilliant. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Deadliest Predator is getting better. And this is probably getting worse. And I'm worried about that match. I've forgotten the storyline too much. And the Rock's challenge I can only actually do on pay-per-views. I can't include The Rock in the angles. It's quite bad. Let's just double check, see if anyone else has made the hot list. AJ's almost untouchable on there, but who's not? Zack Ryder, another one, Tyler Breeze. The people I could push, I just need to find the right few people for this to happen. I'm going to end the show there, and I'll be back with Raw next episode. Thank you for watching.